Hello and welcome to Golden Wings Angel Card Readings. We are working our way through the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and we are doing our 11 romance readings for August and September 2017. As I've noted before, I do all of my calling in of my spirit guides and my angel guides and my shuffling off camera so that when I start to film, I can go straight to interpreting your reading for you, and you're not stuck on camera with me for a half hour or so while I'm shuffling, trying to make sure I get exactly the right cards and energies for your sign and your situation. I'm pulling cards from the Archangel Power Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. I've got a single card that I'm pulling from the Romance Angel Oracle card, and then I have 3 cards that I'm pulling that I'm calling action energy cards or angel guidance cards, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later. And they are from your angel answers, magical mermaids and dolphins, and magical messages from the fairies. So we have all 3 guides represented for you. Okay, so just to recap, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, August, September 2017, and this is your 11 romance reading. So we have 2 of Michael on the left on the top row. We have a lot of court cards for this reading. We have King of Raphael in the middle, and the Queen of Michael on the right hand side. At the bottom, we have 14 balance, bottom left. Then we have the 9 of air and the King of Earth on the right hand side, bottom row. As the basis of your reading or any underlying energies on the decks, we have 2 High Priestess, and we have 5 of water, 5 of cups. Okay, so the first thing I get from this reading is that, and what I got from my guides was that, you know, with Libra, it's very important for you to feel balanced and to feel like there's fairness and equity and sort of a balance in your relationship. And what I got from this reading is the picture of the scales, which of course is a very easy picture for Libra because that's really kind of a symbol they use for your sign. But I got that loud and clear because I feel like these next couple of months for you, if you're in a committed long-term relationship, Libra, you're looking at, you know, your scales kind of going like this. It's not that they're so far out of balance, it's that you're going to feel like there are various energies that are conflict energies or energies that don't always match up, and that doesn't always put you on your game. And so we have, this is why we do these readings, so that hopefully my passion and my goal is to be able to encourage you to take these, you know, challenging energies and to look at the positive energies that are there so that you don't get out of balance by looking at one or the other and then, you know, overdoing it, you know, one way or the other. It looks like in whatever relationship you're in, because there's a few different court cards, that it may be where you're focused on one thing at this point and your significant other is focused on another. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just remember that sometimes that doesn't always lead to the rosy-cheeked love and romance that you're a very idealistic sign, and that's of course what you're looking for. And if that doesn't happen during these 2 months, don't start to think that that means that everything is not okay, because that's not what that means either. Okay, and I'll start to explain why now. Okay, so we're starting with 2 of Michael. 2 of Michael says it'd be just better if you make a decision, right? Overanalyzing a problem, and you need to find a compromise, which, if you're a Libra, is everything you're about, you know, analyzing the problem And the part that's difficult for you most of the time is to come to a decision that you feel is a good decision that everybody will be happy with, including you. And then also finding a compromise is also your deal. So this is right up your alley. This is challenging energy in that, there's obviously a decision or something going on that's not making you happy. This is a Two of Swords. It's a thought card. Something is weighing on your mind, okay? And basically this here is saying that you need to find a compromise and you need to make a decision by weighing the two sides and stop with the analysis paralysis, right? Which for Libra, like I said, that can be difficult for you because that's what you're all about, is weighing up things, but you're also good at compromise. So know that in this card is what you're actually good at, and I think you can overcome that. And it's funny because it's coupled with, well, not funny, haha, but it's coupled with the Balance card, which is the Temperance card in the traditional tarot, and all about what? Weighing and balancing an important decision. It says the need to balance and moderation, cooperation, and compromise. So both these cards are saying the same thing, only one is major arcana and one is minor arcana. It's saying the time for you to chew over this situation, whatever it is, whatever you're chomping on, the time for sitting around and continuing to chomp on it is coming to a close, and it's time to then put your unique strengths for your sign to work to figure out a solution. Okay, and this is great in the sense that this is your skill set. What this calls for in order to find a solution is right up your alley, Libra. This is your skill set. Compromise and cooperation. It's exactly what you already know how to do. Okay, and it does say also wait for perfect timing. So there may be a slight delay on love and romantic things that you're hoping for in your relationship that you already have going. Now, on the top row here, we have a king and a queen. We have the King of Raphael, warm, generous, honorable, refined. It says, yes, it's safe to trust, the ability to accomplish many things at once and follow your creative passions. And then we have the Queen of Michael, and she is all about business. She is not interested in relationships right now. And remember that I say she and he simply because it says king and queen, but this energy doesn't mean this could be the female and this could be you, Libra. This could be the husband or the significant other, right? Because it's not just about married couples. It doesn't matter whether it's masculine or feminine energy. It could be either or. So I'm only saying he or she for the sake of what's on the card. This person here is focused right now on, not on relationships. They're focused on work. They're focused on work and career, okay? They are cool, calm, and collected. This person is completely the opposite. They are warm, loving, creative, and they have a bunch of heart energy that they've got to give right now. This person is not interested in heart energy right now. This person is interested in cool, calm thought. And this person is interested in career over relationships, like career and business type stuff. So, whichever one of you this is, whichever this resonates with you, this could be you and your significant other, either direction. This could be just energies that you're feeling and energies coming towards you, okay? So this could be that you're feeling super creative right now, Libra, and that you're not that focused on your relationship right now. You're more interested in your career because you're feeling super creative. Or this could be your husband who's feeling extremely creative and loving and things like that, and you are focused on your career. Or this can be you that's feeling that way, and your husband is focused on his career. And I keep saying husband, and I'm sorry, because this is for anybody in a regular coupled relationship. So this may not be husband, this may be just significant other. Okay, so those are kind of the scenarios there. Now, interestingly enough, underneath the King of Raphael, who's trying to jump out of my hands, is the Nine of Air, and that's what that card is coupled with. And the Nine of Air is traditionally known in the tarot deck as the Nightmare card, and it's a real Libra card too when the Libra is unbalanced. Okay, So if you feel like there's unfairness going on, or you're unhappy, or you're not balanced in your life right now with love and romance and stuff, or you're not getting what you want, this card is a low-based, fear-based energy card. And it does not reflect reality. It is simply feelings that are coming to you. So I need you to know that when you see this card, it says, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. This is you doing this to yourself, Libra. This is not something coming to you from the outside that's happened to you. This is where you are spinning and spinning and spinning, and you have gotten yourself all in a dither about something, right? Whatever it is, a fight you had with your significant other, something you don't feel you're getting, maybe like you're the person that's feeling creative and your significant other is wanting to focus on work, and that has got you worried, nervous, anxious, afraid, and upset, okay? And this card is a card to tell you that this is simply your mind playing a bunch of tricks on you, and you've got to get out of that low-based energy. One way to get out of that low-based energy, one key is this card right here, and that is to use your gifts. You have unique gifts for your sign, and that is kindness, cooperation, and knowing how to balance things out. Once you get out of balance, you can balance in as well, okay? And to know that if something is off for a little bit, it's okay. There's divine timing at work here, and I'll tell you why else I get that. Then you have the King of Earth right down here at the bottom of the card reading. And again, this could be energies coming to you, or this could be one of you in the relationship. Basically, we have, though, 3 of these court cards, and usually, I could be wrong, but usually in a relationship there are 2. So 2 of these probably is representing you and your significant other, and one of these is representing an energy coming to you. You might find that this King of Earth down below, if not you or your husband, is a mentor that you maybe talk to or say what's going on with you, or look at it from this point, a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. So if this is just energy that's coming to you, it's a lovely energy, really. And it means that in the area of love and romance, you know, this is Earth card, this is Pentacles, which means that it might be a very nice time for you physically with your significant other, right? Now, as for the underlying energies of the 2 decks, we have the High Priestess and the 5 of Water. The High Priestess is another intuitive card, which is basically asking you to go inside yourself, to center yourself, and to see what it is you really want. It's a card where not everything is seen. There's usually a veil, there's usually a veil right here, and it's not a veil of deception. Of course, it can be, but it's usually not a veil of deception. It is a veil simply to encourage you to go beyond the veil and look inside for what your heart desires and what you want, to get more answers from a situation that is plaguing you. And obviously we know that there is a situation here. There is something that has you, Libra, in your relationship out of sorts. You're trying to balance it out. You can see that you're already working on it. This card is saying going deeper inside, centering, and using your intuition and your powers of intuition that you do have available to you is going to be how you sort through this. As long as you can keep this energy from blocking, okay? This is blocking energy, and you want to leave that energy alone and focus on these 2 solution cards for solving your problems in your romantic love life, okay? You want to try to leave this anxiety-ridden card of your own making where you've just got the whole story written and it is awful. And let's face it, this definitely goes with this, all right? This card is another challenging energy, and it says things not turning out the way you hoped, not seeing the positive, crying over spilt milk. And the thing about this card is, as you can see here, There is still perfectly good whole cup standing, but the focus is all down here. It's all lower energy focus. Here's your divine light up here coming in. Here's what you still have perfectly fine and standing in your relationship, but you've got everything broken down here. You've got it broken. You're expecting the worst. Everything's horrible. So whatever it is about this situation, just remember that, Libra, you have the power to stay in balance or go off balance. This is something that is inherently you, okay? You can ground yourself and stay in balance. And when you stay in balance and you go inside yourself and really, what is bugging you? You know, this is what you need to do. You need to go inside yourself and say, High Priestess, what is at the bottom of this? Why do I feel like I have this decision? And what is bugging me? Because something has got you torqued out of shape when there's no real reason for it. In the sense that there's nothing here that looks like a big shakeup or breakup or anything like that. But you are chewing on something, and you need to go find your balance, and you need to ask yourself way inside, what is up? What is bugging me? So you might feel like this is bugging you, or you might feel like this is bugging you, but that might not be really it. You might have to dig a little bit deeper. Okay? Now that's not to say there aren't some lovely things here for your relationship in the next couple of months. I mean, these energies here are very loving, very comforting energies. Whether they're you, your spouse, or energy coming to you, these are not challenging energies. These are very comforting, okay? And even this energy here is, I mean, you're all about work and stuff, but you're okay with that. This is not a hassle card for you. You're good. You're good with that. And then you have these talents that are open to you right now for being able to cooperate and compromise on whatever it is you're fighting about, or whatever it is you're worried about that you're so frightened about, okay? You can balance this out. You have the power to do this. You just need to get centered a little bit. This is a good card where you meditate, you get out in nature and see if you can get an aha moment. I mentioned this in another reading that I did, but one good way is to center yourself, take out a piece of paper, close your eyes, you know, see yourself plugging deep into the roots of the earth so that you ground yourself and center. Open your heart chakra, which is right here, green heart energy, just emerald green, just shooting forward and back. And then on your piece of paper, write down, what is it that's really bugging me? Well, don't write that part down. Think to yourself, what is it that's really bugging me? And then you write down the first thing that comes to mind. Don't hesitate, nothing. Don't worry about what your writing looks like. Just scribble it out. See if you can get an answer that way, okay? So that you can get back in balance, because the fact that you're having to make a decision has probably got you a little off center. And then somebody's not treating you exactly the way you want to be treated. You know, you're looking for Romeo, and what you're getting right now is probably a realistic relationship that has some things going on with it, and as a result, you are blowing this up into something that's really traumatizing for you. I want to be clear. I'm not making light of this. I'm a Libra. So when I give the readings on Libra, I'm very, you know, I'm not making light of this. This can actually be very traumatic, and so can this. So I'm not saying, you know, oh, you know, wah, wah, and this is thingy, and cut it out because there's nothing there. But I am saying this is a talent of ours to take something and start spiraling out thought-wise with it. And when we do get off balance, we can get so far off balance sometimes that it really creates havoc within our nervous system and our mental outlook and our emotional nature. So please don't think I'm being trite. These are important cards, but these are cards where you are doing this to yourself. And the only way to stop that sometimes, Libra, is to get a little tough love with yourself and say, oh my gosh, we've been down this road before. I know what I need to do. And then your romance angels are saying your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So we've got engagement. So if you're in a longer term relationship and it hasn't been going that way, and maybe that's what you're chewing on, right? Maybe you're thinking, this woman, man, or my significant other is never going to ask me to marry them. This is never going to be as serious for that person as it is for me, which is creating you to feel like all these cups are lost and creating extreme anxiety about the situation. And you're sitting here trying to decide if you should leave or go, or stay or go, excuse me, because you're in love, you know, and that's evident from the other cards. And you've had your heart broken because you think this person's never going to commit. This card here is saying that the love life is going to go to a deeper level, okay? If you're already married, then what this usually means is that you find a new plateau. You know, when you're married, a lot of times you do this thing, right? And if you've been married for a long time, then you know that there are times where you hit those periods of just where not much is happening and it's and you're just doing your daily life. And then there's periods where you come back to one another and that love is reignited, and that's what this card is saying to you, right? And so that's why I say also these three cards here, I mean, these cards are telling you you have what you need to pull this back in line and calm down a little bit, okay? But remember that this balance card up here said that timing is at play. So if you're waiting for this and you're getting frustrated and you're getting pissed and you're saying, okay, I'm sick of waiting. I am sick of it. This person better make a decision or I'm moving on. This card is saying use your talents, your unique talents for cooperation, for kindness and compassion, and wait for perfect timing because it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it, Libra. Okay, so as I said before, I have asked the angels, the mermaids and dolphins, and the fairies. And what I do when I pray on this reading and I ask for guidance, I am asking whatever sign it is that I'm doing now. This is how I'm doing these readings, and I really do like this, and I hope this helps you guys too. I am, when I'm shuffling, I'm saying, okay, so if this is a coupled Libra in a longer term relationship and I'm experiencing any low vibe energies or anything that's going to throw me off my game, what is your specific advice to counteract those energies so that I can pull my energies back up and get through these negative energies and overcome them or transform them into more positive energies? And basically the three cards that we've got for you as key cards, key action cards, is meditation brings answers, right? And that really speaks with this card here because they're already telling you, center, go inside to seek the answers you need. Okay? That's from your angels. Then your dolphins and mermaids, and I love this. This is very nice. This is a nice card to have. Is saying the worst is now behind you. Positive new experiences are on the horizon, and it's a new dawn. And look how beautiful that card is. I mean, everything about that card is uplifting. So when you're having one of these days or a sleepless night, remember that one of your key energy cards here for these 3 months, or 2 months, excuse me, August and September, or you've gotten into a fight or something's not how you want it, remember that your mermaids and dolphins are here and they're saying this is going to improve. This is not going to stay this way for long. Okay, Libra, so take heart on that. Your fairies, your fairy guides are saying affirmations. So they're saying to lift up your thoughts and energies, to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. Okay? And because we're all more powerful than we know at manifesting things, it's very important that when you get these low vibe energies, And these are hard. They feel terrible when they're going on. That's why I started pulling these 3 cards, okay? When you have things that are just feeling icky to you, I want you to focus. I want you to come back to this video as many times as you need to in those 2 months. Oh yeah, positive affirmations, my fairies are saying. Sit down and write out just over and over and over again something positive, or get an affirmation and repeat it, okay? And my dolphins and mermaid guides are saying that this isn't going to last long, right? And sometimes that's all you need to hear, right? Is that you're not stuck in this forever, right? There's divine timing at play, okay? There is some good things, very good things on the way, yeah? And then your angels are saying meditation brings answers, okay? Don't forget that if you are in a coupled relationship, that what I'd like you to do is go ahead and go to your significant other's page, their sign, and look and see what their 3 action energy cards are for the 2 months. Because then you'll have 6 cards between the 2 of you. If he or she are having their problems as well that are associated with their sign and their challenges, and you have yours, and you have 6 cards, 6 from 3 different guides, then hopefully it will help you get through these bumpy times and not have a, you know, you can either go like this, woo, and there's a bumpy time, or you can use this kind of stuff and these kind of answers that hopefully that's why we do these readings, to go like this, right? Where the high is not so high, or the expectations aren't so out there, and the low is not so low. Where we stay more in balance, which is where we need to be anyway, Libra, right? And also pay special attention to whether or not you and your significant other have the same card that pops up. Because I'm almost done with these, all of these now, and I will be finished with them in the next couple of days. And if you go to your partner's page, let's say you go to your partner's page, and a new dawn is there for your partner too. That's a big key for you, that you both share that in common. Okay? So I hope this was helpful. I will be back in October to do more love and romance readings and to finish out the year of 2017 for you. And love and light always. And I'll see you next time, Libra.